appreciate it.
Well, I think it helps you to first deal with the fact that you're going to be in groups of people who come from very different perspectives, and if you're not internationally aware, that can be disquieting. That can be quite a shock if you're like, all of a sudden I'm in a group with a German and someone else from Brazil who does not, maybe a little more casual or different approach to time. People who are a little bit more reticent about speaking. So this helps.
Okay, so international side is so the students, actually the participants, professors too. I mean, the content of courses, is it?
I think this year you've been taught by Canadian, Spaniards, French,
German,
Tunisian.
Agnes is from the UK.
American.
And the list goes on.
Yes. Right.
Good.
Right.
Anything else we should know about the international aspect, the international side of the program?
And the cases really, and the material you get is very broad. So it's providing dimensions from around the world. So you'll get cases from things in India and China and Japan. And so you really get different perspectives.
Mm-hmm. Is it really focused on international business or not? I mean, is it like general management, or is it?
You get broadly. It's not focused on international business per se. Mm-hmm. You get the basic business. You get basic business concepts, but you get an appreciation for how they might vary in different places of the world. So we do a course in entrepreneurial finance, right? And we'll talk about how might this differ if you were in India, China, or France, the U.S. What are some of the elements that are different? So so as people go back, they can understand how this might work in general concepts, but they're very context specific, like business is.
Next question.
Is a program open to career switchers? Of course.
Actually, it's pretty much for career switchers.
Not precisely. I mean, there's people that come from the car industry, they're engineers, so they want to continue to be in the car industry, and they're still obviously always be engineers. Mm-hmm. But for example, for me, that I was also financial analyst, I think that I want to move to either my own project and be an entrepreneur, or move into maybe the luxury market. Mm-hmm. So I think I think it gives you the possibility to move and go from one industry or to another. It gives you the tools, and even we also do an ELP project that is in conjunction with a company. Mm-hmm. So that gives you a really good kind of like not small step, but a link between your MBA and your next career move. So if you use your ELP, you can achieve that as a switch to move in your career path.
What are the learning trips? Can you give us a clear idea of what is studied during such trips? So I had mentioned the trip to Finland that the cohort just came back from. The idea is that first we wrap this in a course that looks at business systems in different countries. The idea that of going to Finland, for example, is...
Because that was going to be my question. Why Finland?
Excellent, because Finland has... So if you look at Finland, Finland has more cooperatives than any other country in the world per capita. There's a lot of cooperatives. So why cooperatives? Cooperatives are, organizations where people have their individual businesses, but
I thought that was Russia and Finland. Anyway, no, just...
But so the idea is that, the Finns are very individualistic. Well, why are they individualistic? Well, because it's cold outside. If you can't take care of yourself, you're going to die, right? So they develop business systems in a way that mirror the history, the culture. In Finland, in school, you read books about, you learn leadership from reading books about the army, because it's very close to Russia. There's been a long history between Finland and Russia in wars, and those really affected the way in which leadership has developed, in which business practices has developed. So the idea is that we go somewhere which is still within Europe, because people